We are joined by Adam Weitsman. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you, sir?
I'm well. How are you, Adam?
Good, thanks. I was out of town, and somebody had called me that said you were discussing the Rich David, us going to Vegas, so I thought I'd call. They said something that you're going to call me, so I was going to call in to see if I can help clear anything up that you had to ask.
Okay. Well, I'm appreciative that you called right in, and this is very timely. Have you read the story that Jeff Platsky wrote on Press Connects and also on the front page of this morning's Press and Sun Bulletin?
I just read. I read the. It was like on the Facebook of on the Binghamton Press. Yeah, I read the story.
All right. So what's your reaction to the story? I mean, the print version, I haven't seen, or I don't recall what the headline is on the online version, but the print version on page 1, the headline is, "Did Mayor Breach Ethics Code?" And then it has a photo that you posted on Facebook with a group of people, including yourself and also Mayor David in Las Vegas. So what's your take on the story?
I mean, it's a fair story and everything, but the thing of it is I don't have any contracts. I don't really do any business for the city of Binghamton. I'm not a landlord there. You know, Rich and I have been friends for, 20 years. Way before, I think it was at WBNG, like as a reporter when we were friends. You know, I took a big group of friends, 18 people. You know, Rich is a Republican. I'm not even a Republican. You know, I took 18 of my friends to, I just wanted to do something really nice. We liked the UFC fight, so I flew everybody down to Vegas. And we went. It wasn't like I was trying to hide it. I posted it all over Facebook. And then I got a call from Jeff asking questions that if I thought the trip was, if I thought anything was wrong with the trip.
Were you surprised to get a call or get an inquiry from a reporter asking about the optics and asking about the ethics part of that? Is that surprising?
Yeah, I was surprised, but in the environment that we're in today, I understand that, the stuff with corruption and stuff like that's a big deal right now. So, but the good thing is I've never asked Rich for anything or come before the city of Binghamton as Rich has been the mayor. I don't do any business for the city. I don't talk politics with Rich because, as everybody pretty much knows, I don't really care much about politics.
Well, as my understanding from a political standpoint, I mean, and I don't know, you said you're not a registered Republican. Are you registered with any party?
No, because, I have a convicted felony, so, I wasn't able to vote for a long time.
Are you now able to vote?
Yeah, I'm able to vote now, but I've just gotten able to vote pretty much. Was a certificate of relief from the state.
All right, and it's not a secret. I mean, I think you've posted on your Facebook page in the past that haven't you hosted at least once Governor Cuomo, for example, I believe in Skinny Atlas.
No, that's not true.
Wasn't it?
No,
but
I never hosted Governor Cuomo.
Oh, okay. Well, have you ever met with Governor Cuomo?
No, I've never met him. There was a thing at the people, the Falcons, the people in Skinny Atlas, and Loose End, a trucking guy that I do business with, asked me to go to this event at the Falcons house. And I wanted to hear what the governor was talking about for upstate New York. So I did.
Oh, okay. So I think I may have seen something on Facebook and misinterpreted or whatever.
It wasn't at my house.
Yeah.
Or anything.
Okay,
but
I
went to an event to check it out. Sure.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks for clarifying that. So anyway, getting back to the issues raised by whether this may appear to violate Binghamton's ethics code, and as you've read Mayor David's response to Jeff Platsky's questions, that in his view it comes down to the word reasonably in the code, and also comes down to the fact, as you said, that you've had this relationship with Rich David for many years, going back, I would guess then, I surmise, about 2 decades, because that's when Rich David came to Binghamton. So reasonably, do you think anybody could think that you, at least this would have the appearance of attempting to influence him, even if that was not your intent?
I mean, I've been president 20 years, so I don't know the word influence. I mean, I influence him by being a good friend, but there's nothing that he has or that the city of Binghamton has that I've needed or asked for. I don't need a permit to run my scrap business. It's been grandfathered in. It's over 100 years old. I don't have contracts with the city. I'm not a landlord in the city. I'm not trying to get any tenants from the city. I'm not trying to get any grants from the city. We just don't talk business. We don't talk business, and we just don't talk. I'm not partners with Rich in anything. We don't talk business. We don't talk politics. We just went to a fight.
But as some people have pointed out, and you with some fanfare on Facebook did announce within the last couple of weeks plans to finally do another project in Binghamton after more than a decade.
I don't need a city for that. I don't need a city for that project.
But won't you need to get some? But won't you need to get some permits through city departments to go forward?
It's already permitted. It's already permitted. That's already a bar. It's already a bar. I'd have to go possibly get a state liquor license if I decide to change the name of the place, but that's the state. That's not Binghamton. I don't have to get anything from it. It already has its permit. It's just a bar.
Have you talked with Mayor David since Jeff Platsky began making his inquiries about this, and when it became apparent that a news story was in the works?
Yeah, I called Rich and just said that Jeff called.
So you gave him a heads up that you'll probably be hearing.
It wasn't like a heads. No, it wasn't like a heads up thing. It was because Rich had already gotten a call.
Oh, he already knew. He had already spoken with the reporter.
Yeah, I think Jeff called him first.
Okay.
Or called his office first. I don't know if he called Rich first or his office first. I don't know how that works.
All right. So Mayor David wasn't surprised when he learned from you that you had been contacted by Jeff Platsky from the newspaper.
No, not at all.
So what do you think of this? Here it is. It makes I said, being maybe exaggerating, but it gets posted on the website, so you kind of think it's a boom, and then you see it in print on the front page of the newspaper. What do you think the optics are with just questioning about, does this breach the city's ethics code? In your opinion, and apart from your longtime friendship and relationship with Rich David, your opinion, does it look bad, potentially?
No, I think people have the right to ask, of course. Like, Adam, do you do any business with the city? What is you have contracts with the city? Are you getting any preferential treatment in the city? Those are actual good questions that people could ask, but the answer is no. And it's been through its whole term.
Now tell us about any past business relationships or business dealings that you've had with Rich David before he became mayor. Yeah, I mean, did you?
I think he did a story on me when he was with WNBF.
Yeah, but what about in terms of owning any properties and selling properties to him?
No, never.
All right. Anything else you wanted to add right now?
No, but again, people have the right to question anything. I don't consider myself really a public figure because I'm not really out there enough, but I guess because of Facebook and that stuff I am. People have the right to question and grill me and ask anything they want. And I think they have the same to ask for Rich. But the bottom line is, that's why I'm not worried about this, and that's why Rich isn't worried about this. We've kept our friendship, and we've kept business out of it. And it wasn't like it was Rich and I and a bunch of politicians. It was me, Rich, a barber, a guy that owned a gym. It was 17 people. It was 17 group of guys that we've been friends for a long time. And we had a really good time. And it's fun to go watch a fight with your guy friend. Everybody.
What do you think the whole thing wound up costing? I mean, a ballpark figure, the whole trip and everything associated with it. How much do you think it cost?
I'm not sure. I can add it up for you, but I'm not really sure. We went to dinner. We went to an after party, not an after party, like an after fight thing. But since the guy lost, there really wasn't an after party thing. So I flew down there. I flew down there private. It would have cost me the same if Rich was on the flight or not.
What did you think of all the trouble after the fight?
What's that? With the fight itself?
No, after the fight, didn't they have some sort of chaos after people leapt out of the whatever they call it, the Pentagon or the Quadrigon, whatever it is, and then wasn't there chaos afterwards?
There was chaos like after the fight, but it was at the arena.
All right, you and Rich David weren't involved in that?
No, Rich wasn't. Rich actually wasn't even sitting next to me. I sat in the front row. Rich sat 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rows back. So Rich wasn't even sitting with me.
All right.
We broke up the seats. There was 4 front row seats. There's some people in the 7th row. There's some people in the 6th row. Rich sat with some of my other friends in the 7th row. But no, that was a fight in the ring. Then it came outside the ring. But
yeah, I just don't understand how that happened. I just saw some clips, and I just shrugged and said, well, what do you expect? It's all entertainment. Everybody loves that sort of thing until somebody gets hurt.
Yeah, and it's scary because it was a little out of control. But in Vegas, they had tons of security. So, but it was a little hectic there for a good 10, 15 minutes. It was a little crazy, but there was no safety fear or anything. It was just like guys that were fighting in the ring, and then they started fighting outside the ring.
By the way, do you have any regrets about posting the picture of you and Mayor David, or talking about Mayor David going on the trip now that it turned into a news story?
Not really. I mean, not really. I mean, I feel bad if Rich is getting any heat from this, but it was my decision to do the trip. So, if anybody should be mad, they should be mad at me, not the mayor. We've had a great friendship. He's been a loyal friend. I don't really know his political views, nor do I don't really give a crap about his politics. I'm sure we have some things we probably would agree with, there's things we don't agree with, but he's a loyal guy. He loves the city. He's a good person. I have friends that are Democrat and Republican. It doesn't matter. I just like him as a person. He's always been there for me. When I got in trouble way back in the day, when I had my felonies back, when I got in trouble with the FBI, Rich was a loyal friend back then, and that you can't find that in people anymore. A lot of people way back then left and bolted, and he stayed the course, and his loyalty proved itself to me.
Adam Weitsman.
So we don't need to prove ourselves with fancy trips. We met each other when we both didn't have anything. So the friendship's not based on like stuff. It's based on just trying to be decent people and trying to do. I'm trying to step up my life. I dug myself a ditch by getting in trouble with the feds, and I've spent the last 15, 20 years trying to dig myself out of that mess, reputation-wise.
Adam Weitsman, I appreciate your calling in and answering our questions this morning. I've been working for years to get you to pop into our studio and do a studio interview and talk about a wide range of things. I mean, you're involved in many things. Is it still going to be possible for us to set up a studio visit?
No, I definitely come in. But when I hear there's a story like this, even if I know it's going to be negative, I still think it's right for me to respond. I'm not going to just respond to good stories,
Well, and I also, and now we're almost out of time for today's program, but certainly I welcome Mayor David, if he wishes to, come on, either to call in or come in on Monday to talk about this, because I want to provide a balanced picture of the whole thing. So I appreciate your joining us. And I look forward to, hopefully in the not-too-distant future, we can set up a visit here in the studio and talk about a wide range of things.
Sounds good. Thanks, you guys. Have a good weekend.